It's much easier to ignore the darkness. But isn't it more courageous to face it and ease the burden on each other? I had been an advocate for a blind man for a long time, and it wasn't until Milton got sick and had nobody to take care of him that it made me realize that not everyone was as lucky.
Until this was built, there was no plan B. If you could not be on hospice at home, you really had to be in a nursing home or a hospital.
We had the property, we worked together as a board, and I think we ended up doing something that we're all very proud of.
They pulled together an incredible team. Our board did amazing fundraising.
Joe and Tess McCormick Raso were a driving force to making sure that this gift came through for the community.
We visited the nearest facilities of similar type. We observed what they felt like when we walked in them and came back and said, okay, how do we want people to feel?
There's just not a lot of that clatter and clamor that goes on in a hospital. And people say, my gosh, it looks like a luxury hotel.
When you walk in the door, you see the beautiful big fireplace, nice sitting area. It's just like being in your own living room.
Without looking like an institutionally designed facility.
Everybody has their own room. Everybody has plenty of privacy.
All of the outside facilities were made to be self-sustaining. We would build it in such a way that that would be the last of the checklist of things to be worried about and more concerned about the patients and the clients.
Each room is named after a different kind of tree.
The back of the building where the folks are able to go outside without a lot of effort.
We could just pull the bed right out there. I'll never forget this one young woman. She loved the winter. Her husband would bring her out in the bed and they'd have snowball fights out there. It was like so cool.
Here you get a feeling of warmth, a feeling of true caring, and that's what medicine should be.
This facility never had a mortgage. This facility was bought and paid for by donations from this community.
Patients provide room and board to come to the facility, but the majority of the funding for the facility is managed through fundraising.
This is the 10th anniversary, and I'm very proud to be here.
I was privileged to actually be here for the groundbreaking ceremony.
I wish Joe were here. He was so proud of this. He was so proud of the building. He was here every day.
Hitting this 10-year milestone is because of the support of this community.
When medical science can no longer add days to your life, hospice adds life to your days.
Plan A is always to pass at home, but at some point often that Plan A doesn't work.
The needs of patient may be different from day and night.
It's really hard for the family when they're dealing with them alone at home.
Symptoms exacerbation, I'll say, at nighttime. Sometimes that's very overwhelming. We know how to deal with this. This is what our expertise is in. Within seconds, we can be in there providing that support.
Many times the care of the patient is the easy part. It's caring for the family, helping the family to walk through this with their loved one.
Sometimes the decline has been so rapid and they're really at their wits' end, not knowing what to do, and we sort of embrace them.
Patients just feel a relief. I'm going to have 24-hour care. I'm not going to be afraid in the middle of the night. There's somebody here.
They know that their community nurse will come in and visit the patient, so there's continuity of care.
Family gets to be the family again. They don't have to worry about the medication. They don't have to worry about changing them, cleaning them, dressing them.
Even if there's not a curative approach, there's still something that can be done for the family and done for the patient.
The Joe Raso program includes a medical director, a nurse practitioner, RNs, LPNs, and home health aides providing care 24/7.
We have wonderful social workers. We have a wonderful spiritual care coordinator.
My primary role as a spiritual care coordinator is to provide patients and families words of comfort and also just listening to them and offering my support and presence.
There is also the cafe. Food can be prepared according to whatever the patient wants or needs.
People wanted to spend the night, they could. People wanted to have a birthday celebration. We've had many weddings here.
We try to celebrate achievements.
This provides what a home provides: room, variety. Pets can come, kids can come.
This is only a 10-bedded facility, so it's much more intimate.
We are servants to those we take care of. And not everybody realizes that, but that's the goal.
Well, my dad got sick. He needs to go to the nursing home, and he literally went downhill there. And I didn't want my father to die there. We were going crazy. We didn't know what to do. So I called Joe Raso, and a very lovely lady came. She evaluated him very, very quick. And I still didn't know if I had made the right decision, because to my parents, hospice was a bad word. They picked up my dad, they made him comfortable.
Very comfortable. They kept him clean.
It's almost as if they came and said, let us take your situation.
Exactly.
And you guys take a break.
They took unbelievable care. I could have never done it. Never. I would go home, I was totally comfortable.
I never saw a group of people that they wanted him to thrive.
The physical environment, it's open, it's wooded, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's an idyllic setting.
It just was amazing. And I know that everyone here was doing their job, but with love. They loved what they were doing.
There is no price. You can't put money on that.
This is not a job for them.
It was
here.
personal.
It's not a job for them here.
It's a calling.
Later I found out that they had given him 3 days. Well, he was here 6 months, and I'm so grateful. I felt that he was home.
Our volunteers here are phenomenal.
They're dedicated people.
We have volunteers in here every day working with our families.
United Hospice has an incredible board of directors who are very involved.
The board members aren't only making the decisions, they come in and they're unafraid to get their hands dirty. Okay, they're rolling up their sleeves, they're helping with food, and they take these patients on as well, like they're their family members.
It gives them the perspective to be well educated on what really matters for the staff and patients.
The decisions that they make are based on what they've seen while working with us. We wouldn't be able to succeed without them.
The nurses here are excellent. I think it takes a special nurse to be a hospice nurse.
It's a very cohesive team and a joyful team, and that there's wonderful humor that happens here that I didn't expect. Each part of life can be joyful.
We are a family, so we are each other's support system.
That then spills into us taking care of our residents and our families.
I really don't know whether Rockland knows how lucky they are to have this United Hospice right here in New City.
We accomplished the goal that we wanted to.
Offering the best care possible with compassion and kindness.
The Joe Raso Hospice Residence will continue to serve the community for decades to come.
Joe Raso Home is a true gift to the medical community and to the community at large. Thank God we have it.
Hospice gives you what the others don't. You have a real connection, and you know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I'm very proud to say that Joe Raso made it possible.